Hey, to all my hustlers out there. This is Eleanor with the Entrepreneur Hustle, where every week we're talking about the insights, the tips and tricks that you can use in the hustle called entrepreneurship to make sure that you come out on top. And today we are talking about how we make positive improvements in our lives and a constant culprit, which is our phones, right? Taking away from sometimes our joy, sometimes the time we have to make positive changes, or build strong habits. We are glued to our phones and we don't really know how to change it. Or we say we don't have time for positive improvements, but we do have time to always have our phone in our hand. So let's talk about tackling the challenge of our addictions to our phone, to the connectivity of our lives. Now, when you talk about making positive changes, one of the most frequent excuses is you don't have time. But if you do an honest review or take a look at your screen time report, you find that you spend hours and hours and hours a day on your phone. What does it give you? Does it bring you more money? Does it bring you more customers? Does it bring you any joy or peace? Chances are not in the amount and the quality that we pour into it. So, how do we change it? First and foremost, let's be honest with ourselves. Let's do an honest review of how much time we spend on our phones. Now, luckily, if you have an iPhone or a newer iPhone, there are screen time reports. You can see how many hours that you spend on your phone, and chances are it might surprise you. And you may say, hey, I check it every now and then, but I'm not addicted to it. And then you look at it and you may say, wow, I spend 3 or 4 hours on my phone, checking things, updating myself every day. Is it healthy? Does it bring you closer to where you want to go or put you on the path to the changes that you want to make? So once you know the truth, you can start making these positive changes. Next thing, plan some time to take a break. Take some conscious breaks away from your phone. It may mean turning it off. It may mean putting it on silent. It may mean committing to yourself to not respond immediately to every ding or bing or post that comes into your phone. So sometimes you can turn off reminders for certain apps if they are distracting to you, or sometimes it just means turning your phone off, putting it face down, and concentrating, really pouring into whatever is your main focus at that time. Last but not least, if you have the awareness and you're willing to make some positive changes in your life when it comes to toning down the time you spend on screen time, then fill that time with other positive things. Maybe it's an audio book that you've been dying to read. Maybe it's spending some time in meditation or taking a walk outside. But once you know how much time you spend or waste on your phone, now you can repurpose it to doing some of the things that are on your to-do list to make sure you have a positive and successful 2021. So know what it is, be willing to make some changes, and repurpose that time now. It's yours again, and you can get ready to do what you need to do to have a really successful 2021. That is our tip for today. You can catch up on all our tips on our YouTube page or on the entrepreneurhustle.network. And make sure, as always, to like, share, and subscribe to the Entrepreneur Hustle. Again, I'm Eleanor. Thanks for joining us.